Jack sat in the corner of a buzzing cafe, sipping his coffee and reading a book on Stoicism. He wasn't one to get flustered easily. Composure and self-control were second nature to him. Across the room, Lily laughed with her friends. Jack noticed her for the first time when she glanced his way, her eyes lingering just a second longer than usual before she turned back to her group. He wasn't sure if it meant anything, but something about her smile made it hard to focus on his book. Moments later, Lily walked past him, casually brushing against his chair. "Oh, sorry about that," she said, her fingers lightly touching his arm. It was a fleeting moment, but Jack couldn't ignore the warmth in her voice. He gave her a polite nod, keeping his cool. Touch, he thought, was often more intentional than people let on. A little later, as Jack paid for another cup of coffee, he felt someone standing close behind him. "You're reading Marcus Aurelius?" Lily asked, pointing at the book in his hand. Her eyes met his, and for a moment, the world around them faded. Her gaze didn't waver, and Jack, ever composed, returned the look with quiet confidence. "I am," he replied. "A fan of Stoicism, or just curious?" "Maybe a bit of both," Lily said, smiling. There was something about the way she held his gaze that felt deliberate, like a test Jack didn't realize he was taking. He couldn't help but feel intrigued. Back at their respective tables, Jack couldn't help but notice Lily laughing, this time at something her friend had said. But when she glanced his way again, her smile widened. As fate would have it, Jack dropped his pen, and Lily picked it up before he could even bend down. "Guess I owe you for saving me," he joked. She laughed, a genuine, melodic sound that lit up the room. It wasn't just about the joke, it was the way she leaned in slightly, her body mirroring his posture as they spoke. He noticed it but kept it to himself, unwilling to ruin the moment with overthinking. As the cafe started to clear out, Jack packed up his things, preparing to leave. To his surprise, Lily approached him, carrying her coat. "I was thinking of taking a walk before heading home," she said casually. "Care to join me?" Jack paused for a moment, weighing his response. He could tell this wasn't an ordinary suggestion. It was her way of creating a moment, one just for the two of them. "Sure," he said, his voice calm. "I'd like that." As they stepped out into the cool evening air, Jack couldn't help but marvel at how effortlessly the day had unfolded. Lily's signals, once subtle and mysterious, now seemed perfectly clear. Confidence, he thought, isn't about chasing after something, it's about recognizing the moment when it comes to you. And tonight, he was exactly where he was meant to be.